Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here.
Say hello to my little friend.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. Get on in here, y'all. Hello, 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 y'all. Hey, let's go. Let's go. We in the building. We are in the building, y'all. Mafia Monday. What is going on, everybody? Hope y'all are having a good Monday today. What's up, Moochie? What's going down?
What's up, BX? I know the way you said it like that. I had to do it that way today.
Oh, God. How is everybody doing? Jazz, oh, thank you for joining us. What's going on, DeMarcus? Okay, this is one of your favorite movies. This is one of my favorite movies, too. What's going on, Candy Love? Candy Love. RD in the building. Hey, Suburbia. Okay, Inga. Inga says she on the way. She on the way. Okay, she driving through traffic. So, yeah, y'all, today's movie, of course, is none other than Scarface. Okay. Mm-hmm. And hey, Lenora, thank you for joining us. Yeah, so we got some Scarface today. I'm gonna give y'all a little fun facts. Probably a lot of stuff that a lot of people know, but it may be some things that you don't know. Okay, so just like most of these movies that we talk about, well, not exactly, because you know, this to me definitely is a cult classic. It actually had mixed reviews. It did do good at the box office, but a lot of Hollywood was not feeling it. A lot of critics wasn't feeling it. They thought it was too much cursing. They thought it was way too much violence. Of course, a lot of the hip hop culture, music, you know, and later down the line, movies and TV shows would, you know, go on to be referencing it all the time. One of the first people to speak out positively about it and say that they was definitely here for it was actually Eddie Murphy. So I thought that was interesting. But a lot of Hollywood people was, you know, bashing it. And basically, of course, this is done in 1983. Mm-hmm. And it is somewhat loosely based on a remake of Howard Hawks' 1932 film of the same name. And it said that Al Pacino liked that movie so much that he really wanted this one to be made. The person that played Manny, Stephen Bauer, they said that he got the part without auditioning. Like, they just looked at him and was like, that's Manny. But they did actually have John Travolta in mind to play the part.
Oh, I'm so glad that
yeah, that would have been funny.
I'm
I do love John Travolta too, but I feel like it worked out the way it was supposed to. And we always say this when we talking about these movies. Mm-hmm. And then Al Pacino, they said ad-libbed, you know, saying "yay yo" as the slang for the cocoa, you know, after he learned his little Colombian accent. And Oliver Stone actually wrote this as he was starting to kick his cocoa habit. So They said a lot of the scenes was inspired by his own experiences. It also, I was mentioning this to Moochie earlier. I didn't know this, that it was originally rated X, and they literally had a lot of excessive language and graphic violence. So he repeatedly edited it to get it to where it was where we see it, and that's rated R. And I'm like, well, I want to see the actual one. What was going down in there?
I want to know if they were gonna release that version on like an anniversary, because movies do stuff like that. Or maybe they'll do a version where they add the deleted scenes or something.
Right. Yeah, I would definitely be curious about that, for real, for real. Al Pacino, they said, really like got deep into the part, and it's 2 different times that he had hurt himself, but one time in particular he grabbed the barrel of the weapon and it burned his hand, so he was actually out of commission for a couple of weeks, like when he was doing that machine thing scene. I'm like, oh Lord, he over here burning himself. And of course it's funny because him and Robert De Niro was always going up for a lot of the same parts. Robert De Niro also almost played Tony Montana, but he actually turned it down. And I think it got with the person that it was supposed to have.
I think you're right with that. It worked out how it was supposed to work.
Because it was the same thing with them with The Godfather. There's a couple of roles that they both went up for, and then of course later, Robert De Niro ended up in The Godfather Part 2. Hey, what's up, Michelle? What's going on? Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you coming through. And it was like, also Steven Spielberg, they say, visited the set one day and ended up directing the scene where, we see the little henchman climb up the wall when Tony ain't paying no damn behind. It's so funny to me that he was looking at these cameras for most of the movie, but then when he needed to be looking, he wasn't freaking looking. So, and of course this film, the original one started out actually being inspired by Al Capone. I think most people know that too, but if you didn't. So, it wasn't too many. It was a few that I thought kind of stuck out to me. Oh, and of course, this film was like not filmed nowhere near Miami. It was everywhere but Miami. It was
really?
Yes. Yeah, I was like, okay, they definitely improvised. They made it look like it was
it sure
Miami.
Did.
Definitely. So,
they must have picked some type of party type of town. Or just showed the outside and then in, but I don't know. That they pulled it off.
They did. They definitely did. Lenora says the rated X was the shower scene. I could see that. I could definitely see that because that scene is off the hook. And Brandon says, my uncle told me that there's supposed to be another Scarface. I hope not. I know for a long time they kept wanting to do a part 2, but would it really make sense to do a part 2 now? Listen, we are in a time where a lot of movies are being remade. Movies are being turned into TV shows. TV shows are being turned into movies. And if y'all been following me long enough, y'all know that I'm not a fan of that. I feel like they really running in the ground. We need to be more creative and bring up new things. Some things we should just leave alone. But I have said that some have been the exception to the rule where you got to give them their credit and be like, all right, now y'all did the daggone thing with that. I wasn't really expecting much from it, and y'all did do a good job. But to me, I'm good with us just having this. That's just me. Okay. Some other people may feel differently. And the part of Elvira that, what is my girl name? Michelle Pfeiffer got, they said she literally was just getting by on tomato soup and cigarettes, and they started getting worried about her because they felt like she was disappearing. They was trying to bring bagels and stuff on set to feed her, like, girl. But it was actually
she was mad skinny though.
Yeah, she was mad skinny in that part. She definitely was. They said it was a lot of women that was considered for that part. So you had Gina Davis, and a lot of these are people I love. Melanie Griffin, Sharon Stone, Glenn Close, Carrie Fisher, Sigourney Weaver. I said, well, damn, okay, a lot of people went out for this part, but Michelle Pfeiffer got it. Okay.
I wouldn't want to see Carrie Fisher as this.
Yeah.
I could see out of all of the run-ins, that all of the names that you mentioned, the closest one is Sharon Stone.
Yeah, I could have definitely saw Sharon Stone playing
that.
I agree.
And that was like her heyday time too, because remember she was in all the Terminator, not Terminator.
Right. The aliens. Yeah. Hey, Zary
Total
B.
Recall. That's what
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Niecy, what's going on? Yeah, Scarface is the classic. Leave it alone. Demarcus, you know, me and you, we agree sometimes, very rarely, but child, I don't see the connection of that. You said Tony Montana and Gina remind me of Kane and Diana. No, I don't agree with that at all.
You just want to bring power in there.
Yes, you gotta bring the power in here no matter what, child.
All right, well, since we're gonna do that, when we get to certain scenes, if you think that you can match it with something in one of the TV series we cover, put it in the chat.
Okay.
Let's see how that go.
Yeah, so that was pretty much my fun facts, y'all, as far as the movie goes. And for me, you know, a lot of times we talk about, did it grow, you know, well? Did it age well? Do you still feel the same way about it? Overall, I do. I'm just gonna always love this movie, but I will say that I feel like Tony was irking my damn nerves a lot more this time around, and I've lost count of how many times I've seen this movie, but an older me is definitely feeling a little bit different about Tony than a younger me. I'll just say it like that. Like, I really felt like, yo, he's an a-hole. Like, for real. He was really bothering me with some things, and it was to the point where I was like, you know what? Not only did you deserve to get what you got, but you probably should have got it earlier because you just was doing too much. And you know how they have that saying that, you know, a person doesn't change when they get money or when they get power. It just exemplifies who they already was. Yes. I definitely felt like it because he was always complaining and he always just thought somebody owed him something to a certain degree. And I never really felt that strong about that part in the past as I did watching it recently. I was like, boy, ain't nobody got to do nothing for you. Like, what you talking about? Lenora says she loves that. She liked that. One, hey, Gon, what's going on? Renee Beckham, thank you for joining us. I definitely don't think he should have did his right hand man like he did. He got in his feelings. Emotions can really, you know, get the best of you and make you make bad decisions.
Emotions and cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, that too. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, right?
Coco.
As Rick James said. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we know that it starts off by letting us know that we in May 1980 and Fidel Castro has opened up the harbor in Cuba, and you know, we got people that's basically trying to come over to the United States, and you know, we seeing all the boats and stuff like that traveling over 125,000 refugees landed in Florida, and an estimated 25,000 of them are considered to be, you know, criminals or whatever. And we get introduced, of course, over here to Mr. Tony Montana, and they kind of, you know, questioning him, asking him how he know English so well. He's like, oh, my father taught me. And he was just being real sarcastic with them, you know, already coming out with a big mouth at them. Moochie, what you was thinking about him?
I thought this was funny. I was cracking up with the whole conversation. And then the bus when he was on there with Mano, and he said, I told him I was West Orientation. He said, I didn't tell you that.
Yeah, like that's not first he was like, what did you tell them? And it was like, I said what you said, you know, you told me to tell them. But then when he said what he said, it was like, that's not what that was hilarious. So yeah, it's 1 month later. We over here playing basketball and you know all of that. Everybody's pretty much looking like they got their different little Kims, and he come over to give him a proposition like, yo, there's a chance we could get up out of here a little bit earlier, get help to get our green card and all of that, but it's a job we gotta do. Moochie, what you thought about this? Anybody in the chat knows what Tony's response was to the job?
He was like, what we gotta do? and they had to figure out that he was like, he'll do anything at this point to get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, I still don't agree with that, DeMarcus, because Tony caring for Gina was a little obsessive and crazy, and I don't see that in Kane. As much as he annoys me and he's a hater and over the top, is not the same type of thing as it is with Tony. Tony took it to another level, but we gonna get there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they found out that this guy actually went against Castro. Tony was familiar with him. He was like, oh, he's political, and he basically started saying like, I do it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But
for him, I do it for fun.
Yeah. Like I'll do anything for a green card, but this one is gonna be on for fun. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, support gaming. He said Scarface is Tommy Egan's favorite movie, referencing Power Season 1, Episode 3. This movie has been referenced in so many movies, TV shows, music. Of course, we know we got Scarface the rapper. It's been in video game adaptations, like I said, even though it wasn't supposedly big when it first came out, and a lot of people had issues with the violence and the language. Later on, you can't go nowhere without nobody knowing what a daggone Scarface is, okay? So it's been in many TV shows and movies.
Yeah. Wasn't they calling it what La Venga? La Venga.
Yeah.
La Venga.
So, Miami, Florida, August 11th, 1980, hundreds of Cuban refugees began rioting at the detention center in the Interstate 95 in North Miami, burning tents, attacking immigration, the guards, with pipe sticks, rocks, you name it. Okay, it's going down. It's going down. And they, already had it set up where they could take advantage and be able to take him out in the midst of all of this happening, of course. Moochie, break this part down. This part was funny as hell to me. I mean, It wasn't funny, but it was funny because he knew.
But that was the quote I was singing. Remember they were singing it?
Hey, Nita, what's going on?
Hey, Nita. Yeah, so
wait a minute, y'all. I gotta turn my fan on. I'm right back.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, with this scene, this is the first time we seen him in action, and they did the doggone thing. But it was like a whole distraction that happened with this, where I believe everybody got out of this, because after this, we didn't see them in this encampment anymore. So yeah. And what? Yes. So hold on. Let me look. I can't see from this far, y'all. Okay. Tony Montana.
I'm here.
Gina to marry Manny, just like King
didn't Lord. DeMarcus is really trying to prove this point, but I'm not feeling.
Please. I thought you was gonna come with a BMF,
right,
or something like that you could match it to Scarface or another show besides Power.
He is just insisting on this whole thing. I mean, if that's how you see it through your eyes, everybody sees it differently, but I just don't see it. Mm-hmm. So of course, they did the job. So now they got their papers. Manny talking about this doesn't even look like me. Oh God. Now, child, I didn't even know that these slides wasn't done, y'all. Sorry.
Well, we could see it. We could figure it out. This is when they had this job washing dishes, and he's like, I didn't come to this country to be a dishwasher.
Yeah, he was annoying me in this part too. This is one of the parts I was talking about, because it's like, you got the job, you got the green card, work it until when you could get something else. He was over there like, yeah, like Moochie said, I ain't bust my behind to come here and do this and blah, blah, blah. But then they get told that somebody is looking for them. I was like, damn, just do your job. Like Manny was over there working. Like, what's wrong now?
I know, because he was just complaining all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Meech and Terry definitely love Scarface too. We remember that one of those last episodes was like the whole thing was dedicated to it. I was like, all right, we got Meech and Terry Montana.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So they come over here, and why do I not remember this dude's name? He was so freaking annoying. Oh gosh. DeMarcus, tell me in the chat. I know you probably know. And he has a business proposition for them where we could possibly
hey,
do some
weekend, you want to
games.
make some
But they
money?
didn't, right. He was trying to lowball them, and of course Tony was like, the going rate is $1,000 a night. Okay, we ain't taking nothing less than that.
I'm trying to look for his character. His name was Omar Suarez, so they was calling him Suarez.
Yes, Omar. I don't know how the hell I forgot his name. Yes. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry, this thing moving and I can't even see the comments. Okay. Yes, please listen to Nita and hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to all of our channels. You following us on social media. And if you're not subscribed to Nita the Diva, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button over on her channel too. Okay, get into it. We're going to be doing House of the Dragon soon. Y'all make sure y'all join us for that. Okay.
All right. Booyah.
So yeah, he said that going rate is 1,000, baby. Okay, hit me with it. Like we ain't got time. So now it looks like okay, we could be getting some more money. But this is the job, y'all. Moochie.
Oh, this is when they gotta. Did he get smacked there too? He was just looking at butts and all this other stuff. He's like, look, if I don't come out in such and such, you come in.
Right.
And that's what he was supposed to do. This was crazy.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Support Gaming said Meech likely still watches Scarface even in prison. Listen, everybody up in there probably be watching Scarface. I wouldn't be shocked. But yeah, he come in and at first we smiling and we like, hey, what's going on? We here to do the deal. Like, oh, how you doing? And she just giving him the funny look, leaning on her pillows. You could kind of feel like something is off, and it's like we here to do our business, almost at the. But then all of a sudden, we see is getting ready to be some stuff going down, and Tony was quick, but not quick enough, baby. Because my girl pulled up that hammer out that pillow, and then we start seeing that.
Don't move.
I was
he
like,
said it in Spanish. I wish I could say it in Spanish. No meres.
I was like, okay, like they really got the drop on them. And meanwhile, we got this chainsaw out. We freaking handcuffed him, him in the shower. We got Tony pressed up against the wall. I'm like, oh Lord. And in the midst of all of this going down, Manny downstairs having a whole rap session, child. He ain't even thinking about no damn Tony. He trying to see if he could take this chick out tonight. I'm like, oh Lord, have mercy, yo. They did them dirty, okay. And that shower, Lord of mercy.
To the girl outside. He took so long to go up there.
Yeah. Andre Harris says, we all love Scarface in my neighborhood because they came from nothing to something. We thought we could take over the world. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people like about it. James Kelly says, I'm whooping as many as... Listen, I don't know how much you can do unless I'm usually like that, especially if I feel like I'm gonna go out anyway. I have the attitude that listen, I'm gonna take somebody with me. I'm gonna fight for my life. I'm gonna try to do the best that I could do. But in this situation, I don't think it was much he could do. But He still was on it. He was trying to do what he could, but he knew that right now he needed Manny to come on and be his backup and be on point. So finally, when Manny does finish talking to the chick, he do make his way up here. Moochie,
when he came in there, this part, I was like, he was taking too long. But once Mano got in there, even though he took a hit too, right? He took a hit, he was all right, but it spilled out into the street and stuff. This part was bananas.
Yeah.
I think when they saw different scenes like this and it taking place in public, turned a lot of people off.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this was crazy. They definitely had to fight for their lives. Finally, Manny showed up and he did do what he had to do, but it was like, damn, Manny, you over here running your damn mouth. Yeah, Lenora, I actually talked about this in the beginning. I always try to give little fun facts before we start. And they did cut it down. You know, they wanted to get the rating down on it because it definitely said it was too graphic. So me and Moochie was saying that we would like to see those uncut parts. Okay, go ahead and give that sneak peek special edition of the original.
I wonder would they do it like on an anniversary, because these movies is coming up on like 30th and such and such anniversary. So you might see it.
Right. Yeah, support gaming. It was 1983. Hold on a minute, y'all. Okay, we done had to fight and run through the streets, but we got somebody else in the den.
Hey, Inga.
I went all the way to Miami looking for y'all. Look, I'm in Miami. I went all the way to Miami looking for y'all ladies, and y'all still up in New York.
Right, okay.
Look at the palm trees, the beach behind me. I'm up here looking. I'm like, I'm down here looking for y'all down in Miami. Hey, Juan. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I said, wait a minute. I'm walking around the streets of Miami. I don't see nobody. I'm yelling, Tamika, Moochie, where you at? I said, I'm so sorry, y'all. Lord, I'm so sorry. Oh, hey, Nina.
You know what I was thinking just now? You be wearing all those t-shirts. You remember the t-shirts where they had a bikini body?
Yes.
I can see you with that on
now. Right. God. So Inga, since you wasn't here when we first started, we did, discuss a little bit of we was discussing a little bit of fun facts, and I was telling Moochie that for me, Tony was more annoying to me this time around when I watched it recently. I was like, he used to be doing too damn much, but what's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, as I'm older now, Tony's an asshole. When I was a kid watching this, and and a younger a teenager and a young adult, I was rooting for him and everything. But later on, at my age now, I actually want to get the hammer and take him down, because he was getting on my damn nerve. Yeah, he was doing too much, and especially when it came to his sister. He acted like that was his girlfriend.
Exactly.
Or his wife. Yeah. So
it was too much.
Really,
definitely was too much. I agree. So yeah, we was up to the part where they try to, come make this deal because he complaining how he ain't making enough money and he ain't come all the way to America to be washing no damn dishes. So he finally get, what's supposed to be a job where they could make $1,000 a day. But they get in here and it's a whole setup. We getting chained up and everything. We waiting on Manny and he talking to this damn girl. It was just a hot mess. Yeah, ego definitely got Tony, baby. He already had the ego before he had the money or anything else. He definitely did.
Yeah.
So now, they coming back to Frank.
Oh, you know what part we missed? That was the most important.
When
he said get the yayo.
Oh yeah, get the yayo. Yeah.
I know you said the reason why he said it, but we didn't miss it in the scene.
Right.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, Chi Chi get the yayo.
Everybody done use that, you know.
Yeah.
Look at Tony Yayo, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody, yeah,
And
definitely.
so many rappers have taken the name or something that have to do, you know, like Scarface the rapper. I mean,
Exactly.
something from this movie to call, you know, for their persona as a rapper.
Yes, it has such a big impact. Absolutely. That game. There's a game adaptation of this movie called Scarface: The World Is Yours, where it is.
No, that's a good game. My son had it.
I know what game
that's
you're
a
talking
fun
about.
game.
Yeah,
I played that game with because I'm not really into video games, but when he had one, I'll play. And that is a
I used to play the Godfather.
No, he did love
the
his
Godfather
sister, but he went
Sopranos
overboard
I
with
played
it.
that one too.
I'm sorry.
Oh no,
he
I
went
never
too overboard with it.
But he Tony was he just did too much. There's a reason. I ain't trying to jump the gun, but I'm saying, but it's a reason why his mama couldn't stand his
Exactly.
So we get to that, you know. But there's
he
a
was
reason
just
why
a bad seed.
He really was.
Yeah. So now they like all dressed up. You seeing him with the suit. You seeing him, you know, getting a little flyer. And we want to go out, you know, on the night on the town with them. And of course, this is when he sees her from the first time when she coming down this elevator. And you already know and see. I mean, he ain't even try to play it off.
Pfeiffer. I got the Michelle Pfeiffer out here, right? Oh, you know, and you know Manny, that's the same guy played on Ray Donovan too.
Yes.
And you know, and fun. Well, this ain't no fun fact. This he actually should really be considered a predator because he was a grown old man. He was like with an 18, 19-year-old in real life. You can find it on the internet. It was he was with like a real young girl. Like she just was over the age that he wouldn't have got locked up. You know, I was like, okay, and you're an old man. I don't. That's
that's
which one?
The guy played Manny. Look at Google his name.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a thing about it. Like back when Ray Donovan was out during that time.
Okay, that's probably why he got taken out.
Maybe. That was crazy how they took him out. Yeah.
So we go over to the club. And,
wait a minute, we already passed the part. Yeah, you did. You already passed it. The part when he was, I thought it was funny when he was working at the taco stand. That shit was funny to me because he wanted to work at no damn tacos.
Exactly. That's what we were saying. He over there complaining and bitching. I said, well, damn, be happy that you got a job. Take a minute
and be happy to make it to America.
Right. You got the green card.
I don't mean no disrespect, but you're a foreigner, don't know no English, don't have no education. You should be lucky you in the damn country.
That was one of the first moments we realized he was an a-hole.
Yeah.
Right. And he treated Manny like crap all
exactly.
the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's so many legends in this movie too. Like this guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Yeah, he was giving him the rundown. We talking about, you know, introducing him to one of the other big timers that's there and saying how, you know, like greed, right? And worry about the person that would try to take you out. And we giving him the rule number 1 and the rule number 2. Do anybody in the chat know what the rules was? It was funny too because Elvira said the rule, but she busy breaking the damn rule.
Oh yeah, I know talking about.
I guess she figured she's not doing it. That's when she's like, never get high, and you know.
And then you know, Notorious, he used that.
Right.
That was a thing, and like that's a quote in almost a lot of movies.
A lot of movies, a lot of rap songs. This movie is such a classic, even though it's so many. It's a lot of negatives in this movie, but it's that.
Yeah.
No, okay. Did y'all already talk about this, or maybe I missed it at the beginning? Do you think this movie transitioned to today? Any kind of way?
I think it's still relevant, but I just think as far as Tony, I was like, I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did. Really, the way he was freaking acting.
Right. Yeah.
Then, you know, that's
I think
really
some of this stuff probably could, you know what I'm saying, just update the clothes and how people look and stuff. But yeah, they probably, but I don't want them to do no damn remake though.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't
no
either.
remakes. But as far if they but the transition to today, I think most of the stuff could, you know.
Yeah.
Except
And I
anything,
was saying in the beginning,
derogatory they might say, but
I was saying in the beginning, I don't know if you heard that part, that Oliver Stone actually wrote this script, you know, and some of the scenes or whatever, like as he was trying to come off being addicted to cocoa, and he says some of these things was real life experiences. So
true. Now I know why it's all that, because remember he did Platoon.
Yes,
he did. Yeah.
So now I understand why we see all of the pow going on.
We don't really see him.
Right. Don't underestimate the other guy's greed. Exactly.
Is he still alive? Oliver Stone? Because I don't see him.
Yeah, I believe so.
I directed
no more. I mean, he did JFK.
Yeah, he did a lot of movies.
What's the one about Hoffa? Hoffa? But I don't see him directing them. I mean, we don't. He used to be on the scene, but you don't hear him.
Yeah, he up there in age now, but I believe.
Oh yeah, he probably made his money. He probably sitting back somewhere enjoying his life. Yeah.
So it's 3 months later, and oh shoot, you know what, y'all? I'm sorry, I forgot some daggone things too. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, we was in that club.
Sometimes I get a little off sometimes. So now when we was in the club, she wanted to dance, and she was like, "Are you gonna sit there and just die from a heart attack?" He said, "Yeah, I think I will."
Like this.
And he told Tony to go ahead and dance with her.
She had no rhythm, nobody. Oh. Yeah.
And he busy trying to flirt with her right then and there. He just did not give a damn. And she was like, "I wouldn't care. I never would get with you trying to talk her junk." We like, yeah, whatever, lady. Okay.
Is this the clubs? Maybe it's too soon, but is it the club scene when Richard Belzer was up there, the comedian was up there on the stage? Or maybe that might have been a little later.
No, not yet. That's the next one.
Oh, okay. Later. There's so many people in here that you can say, "Oh, I know him from this. I know him."
Yeah.
From yeah.
And then 3 months later, when we on the beach, Tony's still complaining, like, "You're making more money now, right? You're moving up. You're underneath Frank. Y'all chilling on the beach. And you spending the whole time complaining." Manny is like, "What the hell do you want?" But in the meantime, Manny busy looking at chicks. And Tony does offer one of the ladies that's walking past some ice cream, and she's like, "Get out of here, you." I forgot what she called.
He said, "She's get out of here, you freak." And she said, I don't know, she said freak.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
The part where he was like, if you
did
lick
she slap
their tongue out there at them, they like it.
Yeah,
then he's saying, he's saying, "This is what women in America like." And Tony is like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah." So he sees one girl, and he like, "Okay, well, go ahead, test it out, follow her, and show me that works." And then Tony goes over to his little boy. And he like, watch him, watch what he do. You want to see? Yeah. And he over there like he was dead ass.
Get off. Back off.
I would slap the hell out of somebody.
She was like, "Whack."
Yeah,
he really thought running up on these daggone people was like really what they wanted. I'm like, is he serious? But he was dead serious. He really, really was. So, you know, Tony was just laughing at him because he swore he was about to show him some stuff.
Right.
I don't know what's going on with this damn music, where that music even came from, but okay, child.
Oh, you ain't put that on there?
No, I ain't put that.
What?
She ain't put that on.
Oh,
because
I was like, damn, Tamika stepping it up. I'm up here grooving. Like she got confused. I'm like, okay, I gotta step my little stuff up. Okay, why did the music just infiltrate into the thing? You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord, child. So now, Inga, what you thought about this one? He's saying Frank sent them to come pick her up, and he coming with this damn leopard car. You know, and he want to stop and look at this other
that car. Look ridiculous. Okay, look at the zebra, leopard, whatever it is. That looks.
She's like, wow. I'm not getting in that. Like she didn't want to get in that car.
I wouldn't want to get in that ugly thing either. You know, I mean, that would look crazy, but no, but she helped elevate him to the finer things, because he was, you know,
tacky.
He was tacky. Yeah, he was tacky.
Yeah.
He didn't know how to dress. He was still wearing, you know, the bell bottoms and all that kind of, because we into the 80s. He still was dressing like the 70s. So
yeah.
You know, so
yeah.
he was very flashy.
Yeah, don't get high on your own supply, right?
Nah, but that messes people up all the time.
Yeah, and as soon as he get in the car with her, she was sniffing. Now, of course, he, you know, say he gonna go ahead and buy the car. He told Manny take a cab and meet them. Now he want to get in the car with her by himself, and she was doing her little sniff, and he like, you gonna give me some? And then right after that, he tried to jump on top of her and kiss her. I'm like, damn, Tony, calm your behind down.
Brandon said a part of Tony reminded him of Meech.
Well, you know, Meech says this is part of his inspiration, according to BMF. So,
but I think getting the money, not getting high on supply part, but getting
right,
the money,
right, yeah,
getting power, yeah, definitely, and that's all the drug dealers. But yeah, that's all of them. That was Franklin. That was all of them.
That's what we was talking about. They got high
on the power and the money.
Right.
Now this is where they messed up, is when they started doing the sniff. And
right.
Yeah, all these stories, mostly when they started doing that, that's it. Okay. Look, remember like G Money on New Jack City, getting high on his own supply, you know. So
yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely. So yeah,
it seemed like Manny was the brain.
Now he goes and sees Mama Moochie.
Oh, she did not. She was like, "What are you doing here? Where all this money come from?" She didn't want nothing from him. She knew nothing but bad was coming.
Yeah, and she didn't want her daughter around him.
You stay away from him. That was what she was saying. But his sister was very happy to see him. She was excited to see him.
And Support Gaming asking you a question to me.
I mean, why every drug dealer or kingpin always got to be ghetto or flashy and a user instead of being smart? I don't know. Mean, every individual.
Yeah, I mean, they
mute.
Oh, she's on mute. Yeah, they start off. They start off smart and then they get stupid. You know what I'm saying? We could see that with The Wire. We could see it with a lot of stuff. They start off smart and then they start just making dumb mistakes after a while.
Yeah. Yeah. They get caught up into the life and they feel like they can handle it. They exempt, you know what I mean? That's how I see it.
Right.
But yeah, I felt like his mother, you know, she knew her son basically, because when he came and he tried to be like, "Oh, your son made it, and I'm into political things and we getting donations," she was like, "Where? With who? Like, who did you take out to get here? Don't bull crap me. Sell somebody else that story, not me."
No,
you know.
I wonder if they had the same father, because she acted like he was a stepchild or something, the way she couldn't stand
it. she knew what time it was. And even when he took the money out and was like, you know, my sister not gonna have to work in no beauty parlor no more. My mother not gonna have to work, you know, cleaning anybody's houses or taking care of anything. I got y'all from now on. She gave that money right back. She was like, no, get on up out of here.
I always wondered if would I give up the money? Of course, I don't want my son or none of my family members doing something like this, but if they gave me a big old stack and I'm over here struggling and you know, I don't know.
That's
because money is temptation like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You struggling, somebody came and put a stack on your table. Yeah, time's hard. That's what I'm saying. So like, you got to be real strong to say, nope, I don't want that money. Because you know that once you take the money from someone like Tony, you're always indebted to him too.
Yeah.
So she knew her son. She definitely knew her son.
Yeah.
She didn't want no part.
Well, remember now he was a bad guy back in Cuba So
yeah,
Yeah,
because he
that's what
last
she
they
said.
saw him, he was locked up. So it was like, oh, how the hell did you even get out? What happened? You know what I mean?
exactly.
And then you all of a sudden popping up at my doorstep. So yeah.
How the hell you even get it?
She was like, you was a bum then and you're a bum now.
But right,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
She did say that.
Yeah, she did.
She did. She
She's
did.
like,
Hey,
you was a
RC,
bum then
what's
and you're a
going
bum
on?
now.
Hey,
Right.
RC.
So now we go with Suarez, okay, over to meet Alejandro, right? Sosa.
Sosa.
Lord of mercy. Either one of y'all want to talk about this?
Well, it turn. Oh, well, I was gonna say turn. You know, it turns out the guy is a rat. You know,
but it was him and Sosa kept arguing the whole time. I mean, Suarez was bickering back and forth the whole time, and then when he went up there, he was like, "Look, I never trusted him." As far as I'm concerned, he got my friend taken out. You know, I gotta edit it for YouTube, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but the other guy, he was a rat. I forgot the one.
Okay, well, we didn't really get there yet, but yeah, at this point when they talking, right? It started out good. Then Tony kept talking over and acting like he was in charge.
He was disrespectful to Tony. He was pushing.
Omar was like, "Yo, you not the one in charge. You can't make deals that Frank ain't safe for you to make." But then in the midst of that, like y'all say, they get the call, they look and they come out, and then they telling him, "Okay, yeah, you right. You go talk to Frank, but leave, Tony here with us while you go talk to Frank." And I'm thinking he knew what time it was, but for whatever reason, he seemed like he was trying to play it off like he didn't. I didn't put the part when he hang because I just don't like seeing scenes like that.
I don't blame you.
But yeah, we know what happened.
He was disrespectful to Tony though. The way he treated him and talking to him, he kind of like pushed him, and he was real disrespectful.
But this is my thing, y'all, because this is when him and Frank start to split. Frank was actually upset when he got back and was like, why would you make this deal? What if I can't keep up with certain things? Now you messed me up, and Alejandro could end up coming after me. And then he starts to second guess Tony and say, how I know that you ain't making all of this up and that you wasn't trying to just go and make some kind of deal with him on the side to begin with. And he said, all of a sudden you coming back telling me Suarez was a rat. Am I really supposed to believe that? I think y'all lying because they were saying that they have found out he had been working with the police the whole time. So do you think Alejandro made that up, or do you think he really was the rat?
I don't know.
But I want to say yeah.
Get rid of you. He get rid of you. I'm gonna say yeah because he seemed pretty straight up.
Yeah.
And then he felt like Tony was the type to be direct and not lie, but he did warn Tony, like, you get this one warning, don't F with me, don't ever F with me, and we okay. And yet it seemed like Frank felt like Tony was capable of lying, like he just didn't have the trust there no more. I guess he felt like he was trying to take him out. And then he also told Tony, like, what did I always tell you? It's like, you gotta be kind of like it wasn't laid back. It was another word that he used when you're in this business. And he didn't feel like Tony was
careful
going in that
and patient.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Somebody in here said, no, RC. I remember doing a book report on this back in the 8th grade. A book report on
Scarface?
What the teacher say?
Yeah.
What was your grade? Did you get a good grade on the book report? I think my teacher, no teacher of mine probably would allow me to do that. They probably would say, you ain't doing no Scarface.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice.
Sure, I would have got a call home.
Was this for college? Because
he said he said 8th grade.
8th grade. Oh no, no.
Oh, he said he got an A. Okay.
Wow. So at this point, Tony just still being Tony. He don't give a damn. Now he comes to see Elvira and talk to her, and she's like, oh, I heard you and Tony not messing with each other no more, and Tony gonna be back soon, so you need to get up out of here. And he started talking to her about wanting marriage and babies and all this other stuff. Child, what y'all thought about this?
He said, one day you're gonna be mine. I thought I didn't believe she would get with him at first.
Mm-hmm. But she got with him because of power. Because Frank went down when the guy named Frank. Yeah, Frank. She go with wherever the money is. That's what she was. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't never feel like she was ever into Tony at all.
She wasn't into Tony. She wasn't into Frank either.
I think she was more comfortable with Frank though.
Yeah, because Frank probably was letting her do what she wanted.
Mm-hmm. And remember, Tony said, "Yeah, you know, you always miserable because you probably haven't had that backbone out in a long time." That's what Tony got pissed with.
Because it probably was true.
If she for the streets, that's right.
Oh man,
she would have went to anybody. If she would after Tony, she would have gone to somebody else.
Because she was already basically just a kept woman that was used to being taken care of in a certain way. But you know, I think she just kind of was like, all right, I get to go here and there and do whatever I'm doing, and you know, be in my little corner. Because she was telling Tony like, I got my friends, I don't need no new friends. But you know, we know how it all went. But I'm just saying.
I heard earlier when y'all said how she was losing all that weight. She was skin and bones.
Yeah, she was skin and bones. Yeah.
Well, if you're doing all that cocoa, you're not eating anyway. You all the drinking, all the liquor, and
exactly.
I guess you wanted to really give that appearance.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh, another fun fact, you guys! All the times where you see all of the coke, that was actually baby laxative.
Yeah, they ain't gonna have no real coke. I don't think I was, you know. I mean, I ain't saying he never did the cocoa, but he wasn't putting no mountain of coke up his nose and all that. No.
Oh God! So either one of y'all want to talk about this? We have another night at the club, and we seeing a couple of different things. We seeing that our sister's up in here with some dude. We want to know what the hell she doing. At the same time, we getting ran up on by Detective Mel Bernstein. Where now did Frank snitch? Because Detective Bernstein came up and was like, "Oh, we know about some bodies that was over here at a motel." And then we also see, of course, Frank and Elvira come in. Any of those parts y'all want to talk about?
You got the Diaz brothers. Wasn't that the Diaz brothers that was in there?
Yeah, so something like that.
You got them coming in here. Then you got this cop.
I couldn't stand this cop.
He's gonna try to extort him.
Mm-hmm.
So you got that. Then you got. Do you know who was the comedian for that scene?
Richard Belzer.
Yes, he was on Law and Order.
Yeah, that's who Inga was asking about earlier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Yes,
I loved him. Mm-hmm.
Me too. I love watching the old Law and Order SV when they do the the marathons, the old ones, and he's on there. Yeah. So
when he seen his sister go towards the bathroom with that dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. He was just doing too much. He was doing too much when it came to that sister. He was doing too much for everything.
I mean, but her going in there, he should have dragged her out of there.
Yeah, they.
Yeah. I'm not saying he was wrong, but he was just too obsessed with the sister. But yeah, I would have drugged my sister brother up out of the bathroom too.
Yeah, because at first Manny was telling him like, "Yo, it's no big deal. Let her go ahead and enjoy herself." He was like, "That dude ain't, no big time nobody like that or whatever."
No, and she was sniffing the coke too, wasn't she?
Yeah, she sure enough, she was sniffing like crazy. Shoot, and he was busy trying to talk with the detective, so he was like, "While I'm handling this business, keep an eye on her." And they was going back and forth with the, figures. Of course, the cop wanted way more than what Tony was trying to give. He like, at this point, you just trying to extort me or whatever. And what if I don't give it? And then he was asking him if he gonna keep like, the FBI, DEA, or whoever else offered him. And he like, nah, you got to deal with those ones on your own. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All I got to do with is whatever you going to be paying me. And at the same time, he didn't waste no time. As soon as he seen Elvira sit down, he comes sitting next to her. And he still, every time he turned around, he was trying to press up on her. He did not give a damn. And so, Frank walks up to them, at the table, like, excuse me, Tony, like, he ain't trying to play nice with him no more now, because we ain't friends and we ain't sitting in the same circle no more. So while you sitting next to my, wife or girl or whatever the hell she was supposed to be to him, And yeah, he didn't give a damn. Tony was very bold, boy. He was just like,
he didn't give a damn.
He was bold and disrespectful.
Yes,
very disrespectful.
Disrespectful as hell. Like he didn't even try to play it off.
No.
So
he kicked that bathroom door in.
This
like,
is the part y'all was talking about. I mean, she just running in there. I'm like, why would you want to go in the damn toilet any damn way in the damn men's bathroom?
No.
Yeah, they sniffing up the coke. And Tony came in there and slapped fire out of her. I said,
Lord.
damn.
I mean, that's not something that the three of us would do, but you know, people do that in them clubs.
Oh,
especially this is the time. This is the 80s. This time
the shoot. Back in the days in the tunnel, we used to be seeing that. Okay, what y'all know about the tunnel?
80s and 90s.
They had the unisex bathrooms too.
They might be still doing it now. For all
you have to go in there. They ain't have a store.
Oh shit! I done been in the men's bathroom because if I gotta go, I'm going to the damn men's bathroom. Like, because I ain't stand no long line in the ladies' bathroom.
Yeah, the ladies' bathroom always got the damn long line for real. So, you know,
she said the bathroom scene was hard to watch.
Yeah, Manny had to calm him down, and then Manny separated them. He driving her home. And he telling her, come on, what you expect? Your brother gonna be that way. It was funny when she said, well, now I'm a 20-year-old woman. He said, oh, you so grown. And he was telling her, get with a doctor or a lawyer, you know, somebody that's about something. Yeah, he was like, of course, your brother ain't gonna want you to be with somebody that's in the street life like him or whatever the case may be, common sense. And then she talking about something, what about you? I see the way you look at me. I'm not blind. I said, oh, shit.
It started right here. This is where it started.
So, of course, when they leave Tony sitting there, you know, this little show going on or whatever, and these two guys is there, and we seeing them with the hammers under the table, then we seeing them putting the hammers on the table. They just keep moving these hammers higher, 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 to finally, what's happening, Moochie? It's going down. And how the hell they shoot all of this and still didn't they hit everything but the person they were supposed to be at. I felt bad for that damn man with his little mask on trying to do his little dance.
What I do support gaming, we say, do you believe that? What do I believe? What I say? Support gaming said, I don't know what I said. I might say something crazy.
Look, the way he did it was smart with the kneecaps taking him down.
Right.
And then him running out of there. This was like a real active scene. So you know how you said he's gotten hurt in these scenes a couple of times? I could see him getting hurt doing this.
Yes.
Because that was really him running and everything.
Yes. Yeah. He was full into character with this one.
He was.
He is definitely.
And people actually thought that he might have been Cuban, but he's not, he really played it off to make us believe that. You know, he really played it off well.
Absolutely. Sorry, okay. He definitely did. So, of course, here we go again. We got to call Manny. Manny busy laid up, and we got to tell him, hurry up, get your behind over here. And we telling, the guys, at a certain time, y'all going to call and say to Frank, we messed up. We missed him or whatever. So, of course,
he got away.
Yeah, he got away. So now they come over here to see Frank. Inga, what you thought about this, girl?
I mean, because they knew that Frank had set him up. Yeah, they knew that Frank had set him up, and that's why he I like how he took Frank down. Frank was begging for his life too.
That's the thing I didn't understand. I mean, don't get me wrong. I guess I don't care how powerful you're supposed to be, right? They say when the rabbit got the.
It's no fun when the rabbit got
right now you want to. Oh, come on, please, Tony, kill me. I'm like, you supposed to be Mr. Hard Gangster. You don't put this in. I was like, no, Frank, we can't be on the floor begging. Like, what are we doing here?
He was begging. He was on his hands and knees.
Yes, he was crying like a baby.
I like when the part when he at the, he took them down, and then at the end, what's the dude name was it Angel? Yeah, he asked him, say, you want a job? That dude was sweating bullets.
Yes, he was. Yeah, I got that.
He probably wanted to work with
him up here on the slide. He thought he was about to be gone, and then
he didn't really probably want to work with him, but he didn't want to cross him either. You know,
he's like, congratulations, you got a job.
Yes.
He said, thanks, Tony. Thanks.
And Manny was sitting there smiling at him. I was like, yo, y'all are ridiculous. Then here come Tony
and
with blood all on his
Tiki was like, yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. We forgot about Dan Mel. Mel was there too. And he's saying, like, hey, you did what you did. That was between y'all. If he messed up, that's on him. Like, you still got business with me, though. You can't take out a cop.
You sure did.
Not only he didn't care.
Yeah, he sure enough did. Right on out with him. I'm like, Lord. DeMarcus said Frank was too old and wasn't hungry anymore.
No, that's true. I agree.
He got comfortable. He
definitely got comfortable. So he come waking her up, and she like, where Frank? He like, you know where he at with blood on his hands.
I know he walked up in her room, walked up them spiral steps.
Yeah, and then that's when he knew. Once he took Frank out, he knew he got her then. So
she had no place to go but to me.
Talking about, come on, let's go.
That's not a line. I just made that up.
Lord have mercy, child. Yeah. So now we rolling in the dough, right? We rolling in the dough. We got more money than we could freaking even handle. We trying to drop it off at the banks, and we bringing big old laundry bags full of money.
Duffel bags.
Moochie, could you say, I don't want none of that money. Oh, look at all that money. Somebody
all of that money?
Yeah, money is temptation, boy. I'm telling you, the root of all evil is money.
It is. It definitely is.
It is tempting.
Yeah.
And the banks
he was doing too much.
The banks was robbing them too.
Yeah.
You
of
see,
course,
all the big
if you bringing that big amount in.
Look, but the man didn't mean. He minded a little bit of money coming through, but he took
it was too much.
After a while, he was doing too much, and it became too much for the bank. The bank couldn't even handle all that money because he was coming in every other day, probably over $1 million every day. He probably had a couple of $1 million every day, and that's when the cocoa was pured in. It wasn't cut with the fentanyl. All that stuff didn't exist then.
No.
Right. Now he gets his sister a beauty parlor, right? Her own. Now you ain't got to work at somebody else's. You own something. We celebrating you. We taking you out shopping. And we also go ahead and get married. And literally, because remember, he kept talking about that tiger, and it was like, oh, you're going to be driving around the city with a tiger car. He got a damn tiger in the backyard, and we running to go look at it right after the damn wedding is finished. I'm like, what kind of mess is this?
Well, Mike Tyson had some tigers. Mike Tyson used to have tigers. I mean, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people got inspiration from this movie,
Yeah.
So they have crazy stuff like that. So, and she really want to marry. I'm gonna say she
did. She looked all damn miserable. She about to sniff her life away, drinking.
She would have went. It could have been Manny. Whoever had the money. That's what.
That's what she was about.
Yeah. But she at least looked like she was.
At first, she did look like she was happy.
Yeah. Then now she looked like she half damn
dead. And she drinking all the time and doing all the.
And by that time, it looked like the lifestyle got to her.
Yeah. Dark circles underneath her eyes.
Yeah. And you see they got the picture of them together. Yeah. Thank God they didn't have no kids.
Right.
So, like we were saying, these cameras come into play. Every minute he watching these cameras and he trying to figure out who is these people that he keeps seeing. It don't take that long to fix no cable or nothing like that. And it's like, they're saying he's paranoid But he definitely paying attention to these cameras, except for when he really needs to be paying attention to them, like I was saying to Moochie earlier.
Oh, except for when he should have been paying attention.
You know,
He
right.
was so
That's what
busy
you were
doing
saying earlier.
Yeah, he's so busy doing some other mess that he wasn't paying attention. But here he was obsessed with them cameras.
Yeah.
Now, can either one of y'all tell me why everybody needed to be in the bathroom while he in the damn bubble bath?
No, this was crazy.
A big round tub too.
It's a big room.
I would love a big tub like that, though.
Me too. I know I would. With the big TV right there, I'd be
Mm-hmm.
sitting there watching all my TV programs.
But this is also where you see that she was over him. They was arguing, and she was like, "I'm tired of you. All you do is talk about damn money. Frank never talked about money like this, and all you know."
Yeah, she's over him by now.
Yeah. And he say he going to handle this with Soderbaum, right?
How she definitely was over. I agree with you, Mooch. She definitely was over him by this time. She's sitting there doing the sniffing up her nose and stuff. You know? And then he said, "Yeah, that's why you can't have no babies." You know, that was cool.
Yeah, he really hit below the belt.
But it was true though. I
mean,
mean,
it's true because you doing all that stuff and drinking. She drinking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You never see her eat no food.
Yeah. And they said, like, in real life, Michelle Pfeiffer was just living off of cigarettes and tomato soup. They said, "Girl, we got to feed you." They said she literally was disappearing on set. Yeah, she was getting so deep into the character.
You see her ribs and stuff. I mean, she needed to eat a sandwich.
Wait.
She need a grilled cheese sandwich to go with a tomato soup. You know,
right? That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
All right, Moochie.
Look at all that money.
They counting this money, right? Mind you, they counting it all by hand. I think that the guy gets Soderbaum supposedly, right? Gets like 239,000, but Tony says he got 240,000, and he want them to recount everything all over again. And they saying, "Nah, man, that's okay." And they saying how, because I think one count he was doing by hand, and the other one they was doing by machine. And they was like, the machine never make a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you got that kind of money, you can't be sitting there counting by hand no more. You got to get that machine.
Oh yeah.
But he was saying, like, does that really make a big difference, right? But we still here. We here for hours. And then bam, Moochie, what's going there?
They get busted. And then he said, "You won't believe the lawyer I got." Yeah, so they get busted because of that clock. Remember the clock had the camera and all of that in there?
Yep, he said, "You on candid camera, smile."
I know. Yeah, that's smart.
Well, he ain't say that, but y'all get the point. That's basically what it boiled you down to.
Yes, see, we
and
know
then he said, "Go ahead,
Candy Camera." Y'all remember that show, Candy Camera?
Yes. He said, "Go ahead, Ted. You can turn it off now." And that's when we see the guy that's behind the TV, because they got everything they need. But Tony was basically like, "I'll be out tomorrow."
Yeah.
And he said, "You gonna end up losing your job." And I mean, he had a point, because this was the next thing we saw. Yep.
Right.
But then when he's talking to his lawyer is breaking it down for him,
telling him how much time he probably could do.
He's like, "Come on, man, you can't get away scot-free. You got all this damn money, ain't that much having a beauty parlor or whatever little businesses in the world."
Yeah, right. Because you had too much money, and the beauty parlor ain't gonna make that kind of money. When you talking about millions and millions, you
Exactly.
can make money if it's a successful beauty parlor, but not to that degree. It's you got the mansions and all that. That was too much.
Exactly.
The support gamer said she needed a Snicker bar.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you have a good lawyer, Look how like John Gotti used to get off all the
Oh
time.
yeah,
yeah. He had a
Y'all
good
remember
lawyer.
that back in the, I know y'all remember y'all New Yorkers.
Yes.
Y'all used to be on the news every day, even down here. You know
Exactly.
And he was so you get a good lawyer, you can get off for a while, but after a while, you going in.
So Inga, he goes back to Alejandro. Now we got a whole bunch of people here, right? He getting introduced, and we seeing that it's somebody that's running their mouth, doing interviews all over. They saying he gonna be on CNN next. We need him to stop running his mouth.
Right. And they said they I think this is when they wanted Tony to take the dude down. Yeah.
Go with Alejandro's
because he was
man.
Because when he a rat, this dude, he was a rat, and that's why he was doing.
He was making a job difficult.
Yeah.
So if he's doing all of this, they can't move the product. So he was like, he gotta go.
Yeah.
These dudes, but these
because they didn't want him to get in office either.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say these ain't no little small time dudes like a Meech and Terry type of thing. These are the big boys.
Yeah.
This is, and they was dealing with politicians and all kind of people, the government.
Right.
And so, you can't be on no TV, no prime time, running your mouth and talking. You got to go.
Yeah, so he wanted Tony to take Alberto with him, and we gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy. Is that a problem? And Tony says, no, it's not a problem. So we going right now, child. We
Tony
at this dinner.
He don't care about taking anybody out. He don't care.
We was at this dinner, and Elvira said, that's it, I'm done. We a bunch of losers. Ain't nothing about this shit winning.
Yeah. She was all she definitely, by the time they even did that bathroom scene, she was done with Tony. She just was there.
Oh yeah, she was just
Hey Barbara.
Hey Barbara, how you doing? Yeah. It was a wrap after that. It was definitely a wrap. So now we in New York City, and we know that we supposed to have this plan. We supposed to be taking him down. Tony make the call. He get in the house. We say that we should be getting ready to do this. Was it by the United Nations or before he gets to the United Nations? But then when he get in the car, we see him doing a U-turn, and we like, well, where the hell he going? Why he ain't driving towards the United Nations? All of a sudden, his damn wife and kids come out, and this ain't part of the plan.
Right. And he's like, he ain't taking out no women and no children. Yeah. And
you literally see the kids playing in the back seat, and you see the explosive thing under the car, and he got his hand ready on the trigger. So now, I mean, we know Tony messed up, but was Tony wrong? Like he said, I don't do kids. Like we could do this.
Tony was wrong though, because this is what the down.
Yeah, this one.
This is why Tony's downfall was.
He wasn't wrong for not taking out the kids. He was wrong.
No, not that part. Taking the gal, and this is why he ended up his demise. What happened to him? Because you was doing too much, and you went against the guy you was working for. And this guy, I can't remember his name, but he was damn near everything. He was in Your Honor. He was in Breaking Bad. He was in Better Call Saul. He was in
he been
so many things. That guy, so many things.
Absolutely. Hey, he said, "I told you." Now see, look at you. I said no women and kids.
Yeah. They were sitting in the car all day eating Chinese food and all kinds of But no, that he was wrong for doing that. He was wrong for doing that.
So now he calling Manny, right? He left Manny in charge. Manny always disappearing, bitch. Okay. And they say they haven't heard from Manny, and they said your mama keep calling us. So now when he get back to the house, first thing he do is stop to sniff up some chick. Man, the pow he had on that damn desk.
It's ridiculous. And he went across that thing like, oh,
yo. So he called his mama.
The one time he had a heart as a human led to his downfall. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna do no woman and kids. And then
absolutely,
he was a butthead the whole movie.
Right.
She said a
Definitely.
That's right.
What's up, booby? What's going on?
Yeah. Hey, boo. And RC, right. It's so many great quotes from this movie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Especially if
Put them
you
in the
listen to
chat
the
if y'all
rappers.
know it.
Yeah,
Like Nas reenacted some of this
Oh,
movie in one of
yeah.
his videos. I mean, a lot of people reenact these things,
Exactly.
for movies and videos and stuff.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
he calls up his mama. He tell her he coming, that he got her messages. So he get over here to mama house. Mama say, I need you to go find your sister. She acting just like you. She don't want to listen to me. One day I followed her to this house. That's probably a house she got with the money you've been giving her. Even Tony said, I wasn't giving her that kind of money for that kind of house. Hell no, that ain't from me. Mama said, bring her back. That was a mistake. I know mama didn't know, but mama should have never, ever, ever sent Tony there.
I know.
But yes, I agree. But she was worried for her daughter. So I mean, but he's the last person that he didn't even wait and let them explain anything. I mean, he just like he messed up. He screwed up.
Yeah.
Wait, what y'all think his obsession was with his sister like this? Yeah. Like Support Gamer said it earlier in the chat that it would seem like incest a little bit. I don't know if it was
that. It came off that way. I know he was protective of her. I know he was protective of her. I get it's your sister. And then you definitely, knowing how Manny was, you're not gonna want Manny to be with your sister either. But he didn't
because Manny's a dog,
Yeah, like oh man. But I just wish he would have gave them a chance to talk. Like he just looked at him, looked at her. What's up, EJ? What's going on?
Hey, EJ.
If y'all not subscribed to EJ, the TV junkie, make sure y'all go over there and hit that subscribe button, okay? And make sure y'all hit the like on all of our channels. Definitely appreciate it. Okay. If y'all not subscribed to Booby Traps, make sure y'all go over there and hit that subscribe on his channel. He be breaking it down every day.
He be dropping jewels over there.
Yes. Yo, he just lost it. He lost it. He blacked out. He blacked out. Damn,
look at his face right there.
This was crazy. The way
Manny is the devil. Like Manny is the enemy.
The sad part was we got married. We were gonna surprise.
Right. Yeah, that's what really broke his heart. Yeah. And it was like shock. Like it just,
And then when he tried to console her, she was like, "Get off of me!" They had to drag her out of there. Look at Angel and them.
They was better off leaving her there or dropping her at her mama house than taking her back to the house.
Right.
Damn, man. And the crazy thing is, he probably really thought he was protecting her in his head, but actuality, he put her in more danger.
Her, but I don't know.
He actually put her in more danger. I know that's not what he was trying to do, but yeah. So yeah, y'all, we back at the house.
People stay there after that happened.
He back at the house, right? And they talking to him, telling him he need to calm down and all that. And this is what we still sitting at the desk doing, y'all. we still here. We still here. Meanwhile, we seeing the people in the cameras.
I know they coming all over the place. They jumping up. They coming.
I'm sorry, y'all. We left out the part that freaking Alejandro called him and said, "I warned you. I told you, Tony, what happened? What the hell happened?" Tony talking about, "Oh, listen, your man messed up. Okay, we do it next month. It's no next month. They found the thing that was under the car now. We've been exposed.
Right.
You don't have next month.
They don't have next month. That's right.
So now you gone, and Tony want to talk crap. Oh, who you talking to? Who you talking? I'm talking to you.
Crazy.
Yeah, at this point now, he was doing so much coke too, and he was just
Yeah, he was wilding.
Yeah, he was. He had power, really went to his head, and also the booger sugar went to his head. He just was doing too much.
He was just drunk with power.
Drunk with power, yes. Booby said he helped raise the sister, so she was like a daughter. I mean, yeah, but he was just too. Yeah, I get that. Even get what DeMarcus saying, but like it was just like it was kind of sick, like crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he ain't raised her for too long because when he first seen her and brought her the necklace to her, he said, "When I last seen you, you was all the way down here, little girl. You look like a boy." I get it, like I do, because I got overprotective brothers and I'm overprotective of them. But this was giving obsession. It was giving a little bit more than your normal overprotectiveness. I'm just saying.
And I'm with RC. He said, I stopped rooting for Tony after he eliminated Manny. Me too.
Yeah, that was a lot.
That was that. Yeah, that
was a lot.
Really did it for me.
Yeah. I was like,
oh, he out of control.
And when he got back to the house and it really hit him, you could tell that he was like, what the hell did I do? I mean, now he's sitting there all hot up because he keeps sniffing his stuff. I'm sure he couldn't feel his face no more at this point. And he said, Manny, like, what did I do? But then Gina come in here. And
this is our point that we just saying. Like everybody saying, well, he was trying to protect her. But you can see she even knew that something like you are too obsessed with me. That's why she
said, "What you? This what you want? On. Yeah, this what you want? You want to do me? Come on, do me, Tony, do me."
And then she big brother little sister thing. This was a little bit something else. It's almost like he was attracted to his sister or something. So,
she started popping at him and popped him right in his leg.
I know. And look, all the mountain of stuff on the desk door. That's ridiculous. Yeah, but he wasn't paying no attention to the cameras.
Yeah,
as the viewers, us, we could see the camera. We see all the people running like rats across the thing. So I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. It's about to go down.
Yeah, I agree. If Manny was doing something bad to her, then I could see it. But he just got mad. He felt like they betrayed him. Then, mind you, he's in all this trouble and we can't find Manny. We ain't hearing from Manny and we left Manny in charge. So I get that part of it too. But if he had just waited and let them talk, we might not have been there. I don't know. So basically, of course, she was trying to pop at him, and now the person that was scaling the wall done came in through the balcony, and he ends up popping off, and down she goes.
And
Tony said that gave him his wake up call. He said, "Oh,
yeah, that's him out of it."
Yeah, he woke up for real.
I don't know why he didn't believe Sosa. He was just like, "Yeah, we'll deal with it next week, something next month or whatever he said next month."
And that's one thing Frank said that was true. He was like, you know how many people he'll be sending over here to take us out? Yeah.
He had an army. Like this.
Yeah, that was no joke. They was coming from everywhere. Guy was
from like Pablo Escobar. He was huge. And or El Chapo or somebody.
Yeah.
He so he had the muscle. Tony didn't have the muscle that he had.
Yeah, he really didn't. He really didn't. So yeah, of course, Tony, and mind you, Tony was killing me because he really was in shock. He over here like, I'm gonna be right back, okay? Stay here. You gonna be okay? Like, boy, she gone, okay? R.I.P. Gina. Yes.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing. R.I.P. Gina. But what about the little guy right here? The little guy, what's his name? Is that Chi?
Yeah.
I felt bad for him. He was like, Tony, open the door.
Tony, let me in. Yeah.
That was messed up.
Yeah, that was messed up.
I mean, it might have, but I don't think it was going to make that much of a difference because this man had an army, and not for nothing. Let's not get it twisted because that's what makes this movie iconic too. Tony was holding this army. Tony was holding this damn thing down, though. He can't act like he wasn't. He got that thing. You want to play? Oh,
okay.
Yeah, he did take a lot of people out with him.
Like, okay, I'm
If I'm going
reloading.
down.
He
It's
was
like Nino
getting
Brown
it
said, I'm
in.
going down, I'm taking everybody down with me. He took a lot of people
Exactly.
down with him.
Yeah, he took a lot of them out. He really,
Right.
really did.
Mm-hmm.
He was definitely not
I
playing.
mean, he had that bazooka. He was like, boom, and just all them dudes start flying and landed. Yeah, Tamika doing it with this.
I don't know why Yo, I never seen that before.
I thought you put that in there. I thought you added the music to the thing. So,
yo, I'm telling y'all, I did not. I hope I don't get in trouble for that because I did not know. I never seen no gifts that came with music before. I don't know what that was about, but that's very weird. But y'all know what he do. Then he come through.
Hey, Tasha.
He be popping everybody out, right? He was getting it, and even when they popped him up, the way he said, "Y'all ain't doing nothing to me. I'm still here." Like that, he was like, and he
that
still
was because of the cocoa,
yo. He was not playing. Like you can't deny it. If it wasn't for Homeboy that came up from the back, Tony
you'd have been standing up still.
Yeah.
This also Belly also got some inspiration.
Oh yes, absolutely, and that's another one of my faves too. You want to rock with me?
That lady and she did it. Yeah.
Yes,
but
I love that part.
That guy with the shades on, he could tell he assassin.
Yes,
you can look at his face and see he's an assassin. Yeah.
He was the only one that was able to take him down. Tony was like, "That ain't doing nothing to me. I do this for fun."
I know, because he was so high that adrenaline got him too.
Yeah, that's what kept him.
He didn't even feel the bullets pop. He didn't even feel the bullets that his head put into him.
He said, "Y'all playing with me."
Yeah, he was a Terminator. That dude. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, the dude did look like the Terminator.
Definitely. Yeah, he was giving that same kind of
that feel. Yeah. The world is yours.
Marcus says Skull, the silent assassin, took out Tony Montana. Yeah, he sure did. What's up, Shannon? Yeah, double barrel.
Yeah. I mean, that thing blew his whole chest out. It was no saving him. And that it was nothing. That he was gone instantly.
Right.
Instantly. So now look at the mother. We didn't see. This is the end of it, so we don't know. Right. But if the movie had continued on a little bit, the mother would have had to bury 2 of her children.
Exactly. Exactly, and probably feeling guilty that she sent him over there to get her.
That's what I'm saying. Because you was right when you said the mother should, even though she didn't know who to turn to.
Right.
But the worst thing she did was to send Tony over there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
She went over there herself and banged on the door.
If Elvira was still there, if she didn't leave, she would have been popped up too. They was gonna take everybody out that was in there. And another thing is that Tony Man, once he realized that they was being taken over, he told Tony like run, but Tony wasn't trying to run nowhere. And I'm thinking they was gonna run, but they still stayed there too. It was like y'all all waiting around to be taken out. I'm surprised, as big as this house was and all this camera and all this other stuff he had, I'm surprised he didn't have an underground tunnel or a safe room or something. Baby, the way I would have been up out of there.
Yeah.
Right. You would think, but he that's what I'm saying about that power.
But this was the beginning of the phases where they wasn't doing stuff like that.
Yeah. He told Tony you played yourself. He told Tony you played yourself, okay?
He told him not to F him.
Yeah, he wasn't one to be played with. Okay, not Alejandro. Okay, Sosa. You gotta play with somebody else. Tony wasn't on his level.
Hey, One Journey.
Yeah, y'all. So that is Scarface. I thank y'all all for joining us. R.I.P. Tony Montana.
I agree. Al Pacino is definitely one of the top 5 favorite actors. Yes,
Oh
I agree.
yes,
He didn't win a
absolutely.
role for. He didn't win an award for this either. And
No,
they
No.
talk so
he
much
didn't
about
win.
that
He did not win.
transformation with him.
He did not win an Oscar until he did that one, and it was more like a comedy than it was. I forgot the name of that. He was blind too. It was a movie.
Oh, okay. Scent of a
It wasn't
Woman.
more like a love story. It
Yes,
wasn't.
Scent of a
Like,
Woman.
it was. The movie was okay. It was a
Yeah,
good movie,
yeah.
but it
Yeah.
wasn't as good as this or The Godfather and stuff like
Right.
that. They be screwing people over a lot of times with these things. So
Yeah.
I don't get caught up in no Oscar stuff because the people who should get them sometimes
Yeah,
don't.
I don't even pay those no mind, really.
Me either. I don't even.
Moochie
I don't
girl,
even.
tell the people what you got going down in these YouTube streets, what they could look forward to.
All right, tonight at 9 with the ladies, we're gonna be having foreshadow moments. And it's Rise of a Queen Pin. We got a couple theories we're gonna be talking about, and we're gonna have fun. All right. And tomorrow, well, Wednesday, don't forget about Mayor Kingstown. That's coming through, and my quick thoughts are coming first. So keep y'all notifications on. Holla at your girl. Clip is coming too. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of stuff coming, and of course, Power. So keep y'all with Power Book 2 Ghosts. Keep y'all notifications on. Thank you, Ian.
Inga, what's happening, girl? AKA Blondie, what's going down?
Hey, well, I'm out here on the beach in Miami right now, and so I'm chilling. But so while I'm out here getting the suntan, I'm I'll be with the ladies tonight for the Shy. I just actually watched the episode today. So we'll talk about that crazy show. And then what else I got going? I'm gonna be so I'm gonna leave Miami. I'll be back in I'll be in New York to hang out with Moochie for the Mayor of Kingstown. And I still got to watch the episode, so I'll be all up to date by the time the stuff.
You gonna catch up?
Oh yeah, I'm catching up. I'm gonna watch tonight, and then let's see. After Wednesday, let me see. Oh, well, I'm hoping to drop my early thoughts on the Power on Friday evening. So cross your fingers and toes that I'm able to do it. So I'm gonna try to do that on Friday evening. And then Saturday, I'm doing my Tupac again. I'm doing Above the Rim. So that's a good one. Above the Rim is a good one. So I would be doing that Saturday night. So, and then who knows what else might be going down Saturday night, because we be acting crazy on the lives on Saturday night. So stay tuned. And on this Sunday, I'm with Candy and Monique Johnson for Love and Marriage Huntsville, another episode of that. So it's gonna be a busy week. It's gonna be busy every week these next couple of weeks. So that's what's going on.
Okay. For me, y'all, of course, I'm gonna be with the ladies later for the shot. Moochie is hosting. Make sure y'all come back and check that out. Make sure y'all tune in for Mayor Kingstown. If y'all not watching that, I've been telling everybody every minute, every second of the day that I can. Mayor Kingstown is fire, and yes, that episode 1, Lord of mercy, I was here yelling. I can't wait for us to talk about it. Okay, I'm not.
I know. I'm trying to keep quiet.
I'm not. And
oh, everybody said it was fire. Oh my God, look at the flames. Okay, let me hurry up and eat my dinner and watch this thing.
What am I reviewing? I'm of course the Shy. You already know that. Love During Lockup, Sisters. I also have been reviewing Vampire, Interview with Vampire. I keep forgetting to tell people that. And when Power comes, of course, I'll be doing that. June is gonna be on and popping. We're gonna be out here in these YouTube streets. There's so much stuff coming out. So sometimes I forget some of the stuff. Just know to check in, keep your notifications on. Make sure y'all go to the settings and check in there too. Because apparently you being subscribed and just clicking on a notification is not enough, and follow us everywhere. We really, really appreciate it. And so yeah. We will be seeing.
Yeah, sometimes
y'all
you got to
later.
unsubscribe and
Yeah,
resubscribe
it is a
because
mess.
I don't always get the notifications.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It
Yeah,
does
it's a lot of people that I don't get notifications on. So that's why we always say pay attention to the community tab, just in case. Follow us on social media because sometimes we put stuff up there. That way you know when we are uploading something or we going live, y'all. So
Renee, you gonna miss it. Oh, Boney James. Oh, I like Boney James. Yeah, but that's okay. You can catch the replay.
Yeah, the replay is there.
This last week replay, I had to kind of split it up and do a whole bunch of shorts because it was way long. But it didn't seem like it was long when we was up there talking. But I said, "Oh my God!" But
yeah,
it's okay.
definitely.
The replay is good too.
Yeah, y'all can always go back and catch the replay.
Yeah.
So we will see y'all later. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you in Chicago.